Okay, test. Okay, so we're going to piss some more people off and vote on the Steam Awards today. Well, I guess today's nominating things for the Steam Awards. So it's the process involved in voting. So we'll be doing that first. And then we'll be reacting to some NZXT stuff and some, doomsaying that, prices are going to go up in 2025 because of tariffs. As if the 90 series NVIDIA GPUs were ever cheap. There's always some excuse for NVIDIA to overcharge you. That's basically what we're gonna react to. So anyway, we'll get started soon. I just gotta get something to drink so I don't cough your ears out while I'm trying to talk. Okay, bear with me. Okay, let me do some sound check, test, whatever thing. I keep changing all of my settings. Because I keep doing different things. Like sometimes I'm doing reruns and VODs, and sometimes I'm doing restream, and sometimes direct stream, and sometimes console streams. And oh gosh, it's too much. I don't know. So anyway, we need to know how bad is the audio on the dude stream. There we are, we're live. Also, I have to publish some videos today on my YouTube channel. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, YouTube just told me it's time for a break. What do you mean? I just opened it. Okay, audio's not too bad, and thankfully today the microphone has decided it's not going to pick up too much of a of a double audio. Okay, so let's just shout out. We are multi-streaming today on the Dude Stream. So we got to shout out all the lovely places that we're trying to put the misinformation to. Dude's misinformation stream incoming soon. So let's see. Usually my command center is usually Twitch and YouTube. So shout out to those two places. But also, I'm on X, I'm on Rumble, which is a really cool, exciting place to be. Though I keep every time I rant about the same fucking thing, I keep having issues with the chat integration that I keep trying to pull off. And so usually I waste about at least 30 minutes trying to get Rumble chat to integrate into my other multi-chat things where I can, monitor a bunch of different places at once. And it just, I don't know. It's like, I guess these things are trying to be anti-Rumble, I guess, which is stupid. I fucking hate that kind of crap. Rumble is a very awesome place to stream. So these multi-streaming companies and chat companies need to get off their fucking ass. Stop being fucking biased and just allow it to integrate easier if that's what the problem is. I don't know. But anyway, I usually give up, then I just open up the chat in another window. So that's what I've done. Got that going. So anyway, there's some of the places. We're also on Kick. Shout out to Kick and Trovo and DLive. And I think last but not least, Steam, which, we're nominating in the Steam Awards. And we're also trying to stream to Steam, which is a strange thing to try to say together, with my speech situation. we are streaming to Steam as well. And I don't know, that one doesn't always work because it's really designed for you to be streaming a game that's in your Steam library. And also another half of it, it's designed to help promote games on their game pages and things like that. So, but to do that, obviously you have to be tied in, sponsored, connected, whatever, with the developer or something like that. So a lot of times when I do stream to Steam, it doesn't really go live. So I can see it, but then nobody else can. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll just inflate Steam's streaming numbers somehow. They can use the data, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna vote, and then we're going to watch some. I don't know how much of it we'll watch, but we will try to watch and/or react to some of the more tech drama. Looks like NZXT is in hot water. So Gamers Nexus put out a pretty good piece about that. Then Jace Ducents also jumped in, and I guess it was pretty decent, you know, is saying like, yeah, that's bullshit. Can't be sponsored by these fools no more. And I don't know, did LTT do anything? I don't think they've said anything yet. Maybe they have. I mean, they got a WAN show where they sometimes say shit. The thing that I don't like about LTT is like sometimes they don't actually address things in an actual video, but they'll do it in one tiny spot of the WAN show. And then if you call them out for not saying anything, then they'll just focus, you know, they'll act all uppity about it. They're like, yes, I did in a WAN show. Dude, you get millions of views on your videos. Everybody else is posting videos about these things. And then you talk about it for like 5 to 15 minutes in the middle of a 3 to 4 hour long WAN show. That is not the same things. Those do not equal to each other. So as long as you admit that it doesn't equal, yeah, we didn't release a video, which would, you know, garner more attention. So yeah, props. We didn't do that. I did briefly mention it on a WAN show. If that's how you would speak about it, then okay, fair enough. But no, they will act as if that's the same thing as a full video. It is not. It never will be. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Where? Oh, I don't like top chat. I like live chat to be the filtering and sorting for me. I've said this before. I think top chat is just if you have like a lot of chatting. I don't, so I'd rather live chat. So hopefully I don't miss the one chat I get every 5 days. I get one chat. Let me just post. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay, whatever. Hello. What's up? Okay, now we're going to try to switch the music. Well, no, we'll stop it from looping, I guess, is what we'll do. There we go. Let's go through my shout out to White Bat Audio. Awesome tunes. Chill tunes. They have heavy duty tunes as well. White Bat, Karl Casey, he has some shit that's fucking like you do something when you listen to some of those. They're very energetic, but I typically like to pick the more chiller-ish ones. Because I use it mostly with the streams and stuff, and in the streams, I'm sitting, so I can't sit when it's like, I can't sit still when it's something that's insanely wubba wubba. I don't know. All right, so does the live scene work? It does. I'm live. And I can share my votes or nominations or whatever. The nomination part is a little daunting Okay, like voting is a lot easier because, you know, your choices are there, and then you just, you know, check mark whatever. Even though, you know, obviously sometimes it's difficult because trying to decide between ones, you know, multiple ones that you like, and or trying to decide on against multiple ones you hate. You're trying to figure out which one you hate the least, which is what happened to me on the Game Awards. The Game Awards, like 90% of that was just which game do I hate the least. Oh man. But with this is going to be daunting because I'm supposed to nominate things right now. Well, how the hell do I do that? I mean, for example, should I just, you know, go Game of the Year award? Like, should I fucking, like, that's a fucking monster of a hill to fucking choose. Like, what? And it obviously, oh, here's some rules. So let's go ahead and read the rules down here. Let's see. Who can nominate? So you can't be non-limited. Blah blah blah. Okay, I don't think I'm limited. I guess we'll find out in a moment when I try to nominate something. How do I set my nomination? It says you can nominate games by scrolling up this page to the desired category and clicking select nominee. You will see a few suggestions for games you've played, recommended games, or the option to simply search for a game. Okay. I guess I could look into my library and try to figure out. Yeah, but it has, again, which games can I nominate? See, look, for every category except Labor of Love, only games that released on Steam after the previous year's autumn sale will be eligible for nomination. So it has to be something that released after that last Steam Awards shit. So, and then yeah, you can nominate things, you know, over and over. That's fine, whatever. And then you can edit, you know, all the way up until the closing of the vote, I guess. And then you can share by generating a link, I guess. The winners will be announced on 31st. Why do I participate? Oh, because your opinion matters. Well, yeah, as long as there's no funny business, you know, as long as it's a true vote and they just count the votes, then yeah. Yeah, my opinion matters. In a sea of hundreds of thousands or maybe even millions, I don't know how many people will vote. It might be a lot. I guess we'll find out. We shall see. Maybe we'll start at the bottom, right? And then work our way up to Game of the Year, right? Yeah, let's do that. All right. Okay, so let me get this situated and ready to go, and then I'll just start blasting off with some nominations, I guess. Oh no, my son's about to take a nap. Hold on one second. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. That doesn't really look too good like that. Where is it? This thing? There we go. Oh, okay, that's immediate. Okay, let the voting nomination stuff commence. I need another thing for like just regular Steam. How do I get that to open now that I have this open? Steam. Okay. This over here. You could be there. Be like this. That's fine. Go to store page. Just kind of use that to help us with our research here. If we need it. So first category, I'm starting from bottom, then going up, so that the game of the year is the last one that I pick, I guess, or nominate. Again, most of my nominations, I fully realize, are not going to be the winners, or the ones that are nominated, at least, is what I mean. So I realize that I'm going to have to like vote on completely different things. Once the nomination phase is over, and I'm totally fine with that. That's fine. I'm not trying to predict what will win. I'm just trying to pick what I would want to win, even if it has no chance in hell to do that. So the first category is Sit Back and Relax Award. This game is the antidote to a busy day. It's smooth, it's relaxing, it lets your worries melt away. This game is your moment of zen. Okay. I mean, all time, I would probably say Saints Row the Third. That was my moment of zen, like that game. But you know, it has to be something current. So what is that going to be? Like, what could I use in the place of Saints Row the Third that I could just play and not give a fuck? Maybe that lo-fi game, Spirit City. Maybe. I could see that just being something chill. I just play and don't have to think about anything. It can't be anything that like makes me angry, then you know, a lot of games make me angry. It has to be things that have a chill factor. Chill factor. What the fuck could we pick for the chill factor? Let me look in my library, I guess. Well, no, because I may have not bought it on Steam. Like whatever I'm trying to figure out. You know, just how it goes. How do you go to newest releases? Is that gone during the sale? Like that whole section, you can't get to it anymore. Oh, here we go. Popular new releases. Luma Island's on my wish list. Could do that, I guess. I like farming simulator games for, you know, the chillness of it, I guess. But is there any kind of fucked up shit with them? Like, did they do some weird DLC shit this year, or is anything crazy? All right, so far Spirit City and Farming Simulator and Luma Island. Let's go all new releases, I guess. Or should I just do popular? Yeah, popular, because fuck, we'll be here forever. I have Windblown, but that's not a chill one. I don't think that one. Yeah. Do do do. Do 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 do. Bur do do do. Bur do do do. I could see myself playing 7 Days to Die in a chill way if I like did a custom world and like turned all the enemies off, right? I could do that. You know, let's just give it a farming simulator. How about that? Let's go farming simulator. Oh wait, I don't even fucking, sorry, hold on. There you go. All right, so let's do farming simulator. Kaboom. Did it. Okay. That's the sit back and relax award for me. All right, now we need the outstanding story rich game award. Yeah, M City was the most ridiculous bullshit I've ever played. Especially since one part of it broke in such a fucked up way, and also they copy struck or claimed, I forget which. I think it might have just been a claim. No, they might have struck me when I streamed it. So like, fuck those guys for doing that. I mean, it's like, you can't do that. Like, whoever did it, whether it's the people who made the game or it's the people behind the music, whatever it is, if you're gonna make a game, like, that's, you need to think about that too, you know? It's like, can people share the gameplay without getting their channels nuked? So fuck that. I don't want to deal with that shit. Quit today. That was interesting. I like that one. But it's supposed to be outstanding story rich. Like, I don't know. I mean, out of the story of the two, this one's more story based than this one. This one's just kind of like, you know, like a meme. And then these are what people are nominating, right? What would I pick out of this? 5 Hearts Under One Roof is getting nominated. Okay, whatever. Balatro, Shin Megami Tensei, Red Dead Redemption, Drova, Stalker 2, Life is Strange, hell no. Final Fantasy 16 and Until Dawn and Metaphor and Balatro has a story? Huh, I didn't know that. I guess I gotta fucking try that out one day, because there's so many things I don't... You know what? Let's piss people. How about we nominate Wukong? What about that? I mean, I don't know. Red Dead Redemption. That one's pretty awesome as a story, to be honest. I guess we... Man, I hate choosing like this. Either, like, my heart wants me to pick Wukong to piss people off, but my brain says this is actually a better story. But I'm not a Rockstar Games fan. I just happen to like this specific game. No, we can change it later, but let's go with Red Dead for now. If we change our mind, we certainly can. Now we got Best Soundtrack Award. So I can try to search for something specific. If I can come up with something that released. Like for me, soundtracks, Journey, amazing. Braid, amazing. But like, did Braid Anniversary release this year? It did. Ah, boom. Ah, okay. So maybe, maybe we can have Braid just sweep the awards here. Story-rich gameplay. Well, if I can pick Braid, I'm just gonna nominate Braid. Sit back and relax. I think I'd rather pick Braid. Yeah, there we go. Braid. Okay, Best Game You Suck At award. Well, I'm not pro at Braid, but I'm also not the worst at Braid, so I can't use that one. I'd probably suck at Wukong. I'm okay at Ghost of Tsushima, so I can't really use that one. Let's throw in Wukong. No, we don't want to do that. Oh no, did it erase? Okay, let's try to refresh. Everybody calm down. It should. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, God. Okay, so we didn't lose those. So what do we got so far? Sit back and relax. Outstanding story rich. Best soundtrack. Best game you suck at. Well, what was I gonna pick before I got distracted? Wukong. Are we going with Elden Ring as a DLC? Elden. No, we're not. Okay, fine. Most innovative gameplay award. Design of this game. Okay. Oh shit. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting a call. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, where were we? So, all right. So we got Braid, tripling up so far. Now, most innovative gameplay. I would say, innovative, huh? Innovative gameplay. We could pick Braid again. Fuck it. Right? I mean, Braid. Nominate. Easy. Okay, what else we got here? Outstanding Visual Style Award. Why? These are the only things I've played. Oh man, I don't know if that's true. I've played things. Guess I've been fucking doing too much Demon Souls on console or something. Visual style, outstanding. For me, that's an easy choice. Braid. All right, next. Better with Friends Award. Okay, so this I guess can't be Braid unless you're, sharing the controller. I'd say Space Marine 2 would probably be better with friends. But all of these are like content warning. 7 Days to Die. Satisfactory. Well, I guess maybe Pico Park 2. Content warning. I mean, is Lethal Company this year or last year? Oh, got some lethal stuff in there, but that would be lethal for my channel. Okay. I mean, I don't know. It kind of feels like shit. Like for me, the most fun of those games I would want to play would probably be Space Marine 2, and then Content Warning second, and then Pico Park would be third. But I want to vote for the underdog, which might be Pico Park, right? Oh man, yo Swiss is biased. You heard it here first. Content warning, eh? Sorry, Pico Park. I'm gonna go with content warning. All right. What's next? Best game on Steam Deck award. Okay. So the popular ones are all these. Dragon Age, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I will never vote for that shit. 7 Days to Die. How about... I think I'll pick Braid. That is the game everybody should have on their Steam Deck. Oh, great. What the fuck just happened? Okay, so I'm looking at the picture. But I don't want that. So what do I have to do? I have to go back. I'm on the fucking phone. Scammers, stop calling me. Okay, coming back. All right, so we got a lot of Braid. We're good here. We got Wukong and we got content warning. Okay, well let me see what the fuck this stupid scammer wants. Okay, let's see. So best game on... Wait, it didn't pick it? I thought I put it in there. All right, we have to put it. Brave. There we go. So you got to be careful. You got to click on nominate is what you want. There we go. All right, next. The Labor of Love Award. Okay, so you got Forza Horizon, you got Stellaris, you got Total War, Warships, you got War Thunder, Lost Ark, Rust, Dota 2, Stardew Valley, Crusaders, and Hunters, and Sims, and fucking Baldur's Gate. Fuck no. Nope. And then we got Half-Life, Stardew Valley, Fallout 76. That would piss people off if I voted for Fallout 76. Not sure why. Half-Life? I thought they updated Half-Life 2, not Half-Life. Did Half-Life get a fucking thing? Like Half-Life 1 got something? It got an update? No way. Come on now. Did it? Of course, there's Final Fantasy 14. Elden Ring. I don't know, just because you put out a DLC that's for sale, that doesn't seem like a label of love. That's just business. So I can't give it up to the ones that are only releasing things that are for sale, like Elden Ring. Like, to me, that doesn't equal a labor of love. That's just, you know, maybe you're making good stuff. I don't know. Yeah, psych that, huh? Swiss. Let's go. And then Half-Life. Did it get an update? Hold on. Let's find out. Where's regular old Half-Life in my library here? How do I get to it? I guess we gotta search for it. Half-Life. It got an update on October 2nd. Yeah, but what was that update? They're still fixing crashes? They had 25th anniversary maps? Oh, where was I? I mean, to me, it's either Half-Life, Fallout 76, or Braid. You know what? Half-Life. It's like none of this shit is sold. This is just stuff they're still fixing. And nothing here is even remotely close to the age of Half-Life. So we gotta go with Half-Life. Number 1, not 2. All right, and then VR Game of the Year, huh? Let's go to... Is there like a VR part of the store that I can easily get to? Or is there going to be a lot of shit that I have to figure out how to filter? VR titles. Here we go. Beat Saber. Yeah, I would, but Beat Saber was, you know, not this year. So it's got to be this year stuff. So that kind of limits my choices somewhat. Make it this year. What do you mean? What do I do? How do I do that? How the fuck do I make it this year? You have some hack I could use? Oh, just kidding. Oh, okay. Oh, I took that serious. Tools, no. Hitman. Was that this year? No, that was 22. VR game. Metro Awakening, maybe. Oh, there's Into the Radius 2. That looks pretty cool. It came out this year. Okay. I like music games for VR personally, but I don't know anything about any of the ones that would be out this year technically. New and trending. Let's look through those. Pet Town, Escape Office, Shaven Stuff, Clamb. And I mean, okay. Same people that made the Climb, whatever one. Ghost Town. Hand simulation. Okay, whatever. Rhythm games. And then Uchi stuff. I guess maybe we'll come back to it. For now, I'll pick this one, Fall Flat. Just for now. Okay, now Game of the Year award. Here we go. Oh, this is for the big money. Once Human, Helldivers, Space Marines, Sons of the Forest, blah blah blah. All this shit that I have to say no to. Black Myth Wukong. Nah, I have another game in mind that I think deserves it. There we go. Yay, we're done. What do you think about that? There we go. All right, and then we'll review stuff. We'll play a game that I've nominated. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, so let that sink in, everybody. I'll be right back. Yay, congrats to the nominees. I think it would have been funnier if I would have just picked all Braid. Then I could say to the nominee. Go ahead and get rid of that. Bring back the other thing. Get rid of you. You know, the other thing I could do maybe is like start fresh with my Streamlabs. No, that's just too much work, man. It is so much freaking work to do that. I feel like I'm being held hostage by Streamlabs because I use them for multi-streaming. When if I would just do, you know, like just stream to one place or just a couple, like, you know, you don't get held hostage by certain things. Fudge, man. I hate the audio part. It should be so much more simpler. If I say, yo, I want this Windows audio and video shared to this device, it should be that simple. It shouldn't be so fucking complicated. But of course, it is that complicated. So now I have to try to figure out, how do I share the audio from the videos I wanted to react to? Yeah, how do I do that? I guess I could this, those things, somehow try to, dude, there's just way too much shit. And then I don't understand why so many things show up in the mixer section for audio, even things that don't have audio. They don't have any audio, but yet they have a thing there to confuse you further. If I used my Stream Mixer X thing from Rode or Roddy or whatever the fuck it's called, maybe that I could like just have that be the thing that I use to mix things with, maybe? Like send all the audio to it and then get a single source over to the Streamlabs thing, then that would make it a lot simpler, right? Yeah, maybe. And supposedly you can hook up two PCs to it. Maybe that's what I should do, is like just get a good quality USB-C cable, come from this gaming rig over to it, make that the audio for everything, right? Hold on. Audio from the streaming rig to the Streamer X thing. And then, dude, that's just, why? Why is it so complicated? Dude, I should have got a 9950X. That's what I should have got. So I would just make one machine to do everything. Right? Okay, so NZXT is in trouble, right? How do we approach this? I have NZXT products. I like their all-in-one coolers. I like the software they have. What the hell is it called? I have the little mini thing running right now. What the fuck is this software called? Cam. There you go. NZXT Cam. I like that software. It gives you a nice little fucking mini app you can put on top of the desktop that just shows you, you know, temperatures, usage, all that stuff for a select few items. But yeah, that's pretty good. What else do I have? NZXT. I have anything else by them? I think it's just coolers, and that's the reason I ended up getting that. I think they just made too many things and then have too many departments, and then maybe they got bought out by some company that decided, oh, let's do a rental scheme, maybe. But I mean, that's stupid. I mean, the rental stuff is dumb to begin with on a lot of things, but I can see myself using subscription services for hardware. I could see myself using it for in certain circumstances. So I don't think that it's like this should never exist. I think it's just, you know, there's good business ways of doing that kind of stuff, that service, and then there's really, really shitty ways of doing it. So I guess all I have to say is, like, watch Gamer Nexus's video on it. I would love to promote that, and I'll probably retweet it and all that kind of stuff. Everybody should watch that. That is fucking, what a breakdown that was. That was really fucking good. Sucks the situation, but and then Jay's his is a decent video. I mean, his is just reaction mostly, so I mean, he's not really like slamming any data or stats or information like that. But I'm getting a phone call from Jones. For myself. I don't know how I did that. I butt dialed myself. So that was pretty good, except, you know, now I guess he has to scrub his ads for them. I mean, I guess in some cases you should go back and retroactively delete ads you did for companies that are now like, oh, they're fucked up. But I don't think you should, like, necessarily be held accountable, you know, unless you were in on it, you were part of it, whatever, then of course you're accountable for what you had a part in it. But if you're just like sponsored, you know, last year by some company and then they do some stupid ass move now, I don't think it's the end of the world if you don't go back and like delete those. I do agree that it's better if you do. I just don't think you should get, you know, destroyed if you don't, if that makes any sense. I think it should be understandable if you don't. I understand Jay is probably still, like, up until that point, he was still sponsored technically by them. So I guess that's why he had to, you know, take more broader action than maybe if someone like was sponsored a year ago, but they're not currently sponsored. I don't think it should be like get the pitchforks out and like destroy everybody who was ever sponsored by said company. I think it matters what your interaction with that company was. But the interesting part about the Steve video is you'll see a lot of examples of ads by people that are sponsored by NZXT. And it's like, that's a 50-50 split of responsibility, in my opinion. Like, it is total horseshit that neither the people that are being sponsored by NZXT nor NZXT themselves took any like stance on making sure that the ads were like a transparent and like honest depiction of what the rental thing is, right? Like, Steve goes into it better than I ever could on Gamers Nexus, where he's just saying like, you cannot use terms in your advertising that implies you own something when the contract for the rental program specifically says, well, you're not going to own it at all, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you pay 20 times the value of it. It doesn't matter if you keep it 5 years. It doesn't matter if you have it, whatever. None of that matters. You will own none of it. Right? So then that means that they should have been screening any sponsored ads that YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever were putting out. They themselves should have been like, oh, well, you're gonna have to redo that. We cannot accept that video because we're not doing a rent to own program. It's completely rental. But they didn't. And then like a ton of these like sponsored tech tubers, in my opinion, like, were very gross. Like, the grossest ones were the ones saying like, well, there's one where he was saying that this is a good program because maybe you could win a Fortnite tournament within a month of getting the PC and then return the PC at that point, since supposedly there's no cancellation fees. And so even if you were paying $260 a month, the tournament probably pays out more than that. But it's just like, well, first of all, asshole, there can only be one winner of any said fucking Fortnite tournament. Maybe there's a second place prize, third place. I don't know if there's any of that. But if it's just a straight up tournament winner, chicken dinner, motherfucker, then there's only one winner, right? But you're advertising and you're hoping for your affiliate link clicking sponsorship from NZXT. You're hoping a bunch of people fucking rent that PC for $260 a fucking month. They all can't win the fucking Fortnite tournament. That's problem number one. Problem number two is, who the fuck doesn't have a good enough gaming computer to compete in a Fortnite tournament, and then within 1 month of having a Fortnite computer, a high-end computer that can run Fortnite really well in a competitive way, with high frame rates or whatever, who the fuck within 1 month is going to be able to win a goddamn fucking Fortnite tournament? That doesn't make any sense. That guy should absolutely issue some kind of fucking retraction or something. Like, that's stupid. And yeah, of course it's dumb if anybody believes that. Okay, fair enough. I've been tricked many times, and yeah, it's kind of on me, unless someone outright lies to me, of course. And some of them were lying and saying that it was kind of like a rent to own, but it's not. Some of them were lying by implying that you own the PC. It's not. But whether or not it's a lie or it's dishonest, just implying, in case there was any 12-year-olds watching his video, that it made good business sense to do this because you could potentially win a Fortnite tournament. Because now you have the machine that's capable of uplifting your abilities. What, dude? Shut up. Like, and it's like I'm sick of hearing like Linus say that too about some of these like better technologies on like graphics cards and GPUs. It's like, oh yeah, it's it's like it makes you game better at it. And I'm well, yeah, I guess, but I mean, is it enough to allow some trash player like me win a Fortnite tournament? No, it's not. You know, you gotta be fucking good to begin with, and then you know all of those things can give you the edge or whatever. That's true, but you know it's like me. Like if I went against, let's say, like Dr. Disrespect, right? If I was versing him, I could have the best of the best fucking PC, internet, everything. I could have everything. And he would still wipe the floor with me on a fucking, integrated GPU, probably. Like, no fucking problem. Because the gap of, like, skill of those that are in tournaments versus noobs like me, or maybe worse than me, I don't know. The difference gap in skill is just insane. So you can't make up for that because now you're running it at 240 frames instead of 99. That's not gonna help you. And that is a shitty fucking thing to think of. Also, the other thing where they're like advertising it from the point of view that you're getting something. Like the whole point of it is because, technology changes so fast and there's always new equipment coming out. Well, by doing this, you get the new stuff now. And then, within a year or two, you can upgrade to the new stuff then. But that's not fucking true. Like most of the rental machines that they had were like 2 or 3 generations ago. So the shit's behind already. So what are you going to upgrade to for the same price in 2 years? It's not going to be the new shit. You might, if you're lucky, you'll be able to upgrade to what was new now in 2 years. And you're hoping it's the same price, which it won't be. It will, even that will be more expensive. So no, that was a fucking really ridiculous, shitty fucking thing. So fuck that. What else? What else is drama? I don't even know how to approach this, but the fucking big stink right now for tech people, including LTT, is tariffs. The looming threat of tariffs. So anything in extreme is bad. That's true. Like if we tariffed everything here in the United States, then that absolutely would have a fucking horrible effect on prices. And even if we only tariff some things, it may have a negative effect on certain prices. That's true. Because, corporations and businesses, they don't want to pay those tariffs alone. Countries don't want to pay those tariffs alone, right? So they pass these things on, hoping that at the end of the day, all of the bill goes to the consumer is what they hope. So yeah, things can suck. But what I find it disingenuous about LTT's video on tariffs is it really feels like they have a secret political bias that they don't have the balls to come out and say, oh, well, we politically believe this, right? They don't have the balls to do that. So they try to subtly take jabs at things and they call it math is math. Well, I'm sorry, but normal mathematics doesn't work in economics. Try it. Try to study economics. Normal math doesn't work, okay? You might think it does because, obviously if you're adding, well, what was my profits? I used normal addition to do that, right? Well, no, but there's a lot more involved in profit, marketing, economics, business. There's more involved than just regular math. You know what I mean? Like there's no mathematical equation for what thumbnail is technically the best one for LTT to put on one of their videos. But yet they gotta pick and hope that they pick the best thumbnail they can to get the most clicks and views that they can, in addition to the title and everything else. Those things are outside the scope of just 2 + 2 is 4. And that's the same thing with tariffs and economics and international affairs when it comes to like, deals and stuff that are made. There is more going on than just if you increase the price of something, then the price of that thing goes up. Well, yeah, no shit. But there's more going on than just that. Also, I've never seen them make any videos that was like a big deal about like, you know, climate tax and things like that. And who knows what other fucking stupid taxes that governments like Canada are putting out. It's like those things drove prices up too. You know, inflation was driven up by a lot of things, you know, and tariffs were not the hot thing to talk about and say, well, that's, oh, inflation, tariffs, right? Dude, we already lived through a fuck ton of tariff, what you call tariff style fucking inflation without the tariffs. Like, it's just, I just think that it's not right. Like, there's a scene in there where one of the guys is in like, you know, a stereotypical farmer's outfit. You know what I mean? Like John Deere hat, white t-shirt, cigarette rolled up in his sleeve. If you're just giving me unbiased math is math advice, you know, buy your parts now because prices could go up next year. If that's all you're doing, then what is that skit? Are you implying that that's the people that are causing the prices to go up? No, I really feel like the people that are causing prices to go up are not wearing that get up. They're wearing suits. Like most of the people. The ones making the decisions that cause, you know, the 4090 to cost $2,600 fucking dollars when it's supposed to have an MSRP of $1,600. And even that is astronomically fucking bonkers of a price. Is people in suits or, you know, whatever their, you know, office attire is. I guess some places don't wear suits at offices. I don't fucking know. Corporate, whatever their corporate attire is, right? The CEOs and the fucking CFOs and all this kind of shit. Those are more to blame, or politicians. Yes, that's true. Those are more to blame than a stereotypical Midwest farmer. And I find it really stupid for you to claim that you have this unbiased, indifferent video, but then that's the little skit you have that's saying, oh, let's do what Brazil did, right? Because that was the whole thing. And then here's the other thing about Brazil. Brazil and the United States are two different fucking places, right? There's two different, like, so you got to take into effect, well, what's the economics behind how they handle tariffs? What is their economy like to begin with? You know, it doesn't take rocket science to realize their economy is not as large as China or America. Those things have an effect. Were the tariffs in Brazil things they were using to try to bargain with other countries? Or were they just tariffing things for other reasons? Like, what were the reasons for their tariffs? What kind of tariffs were they doing? Like, all of those things point to whether or not that system is exactly the same as what is supposedly being proposed here. And, you know, obviously no one knows until it happens what the reaction of things are going to be. And then some things are a slow rollout. Like, you know, it could raise prices crazy. But that could also mean that it's like a year later the prices go up. Or it could be instant because these companies are like, ooh, let's raise our prices. Everybody's expecting it, right? All that could be possible as well. But like a bunch of this shit doesn't make any sense to fucking go at it from that point of view. You know, on top of that, like everybody would be like not everybody, but a lot of these people that complain about tariffs, like they're actually pro tariffs, but they only want tariffs for what they want, right? Which, okay, that's fine. I understand that. Like we all have different opinion of what should be important in this world, correct? And what countries should fight for and vie for and this and that. So if Russia invades Ukraine, there's a bunch of people that would say, oh, well, you know, do things to Russia, you know, do tariffs, do, you know, shut down their this, don't do trade with them, tell companies they can't or they get in trouble and all this kind of shit, right? Okay. So in other words, you do believe that tariffs is a tool that, you know, could be used good or bad. You already, so that's where you should start the table at, is look, I'm for this if it's for the right reasons. And if it's done in moderation and within reason, and as long as it doesn't destroy the economy, right? But that's not what they say. They act like it is the evil thing until it is for something they want to use it on. One of my last points is the idea that we're crying because a 4090 costs $2,600. Well, actually, no, they don't even care that the 4090 costs that much. They're pretending that prices are cheap now. What? What? Now it's convenient for them to pretend that the prices are cheap now. Are you fucking crazy? Maybe there was a Black Friday deal on certain things that it was a good deal, kind of. But prices are not cheap at all right now. You can't get no fucking, and it's like people in the comments like worried about, you know, a $2,000 GPU. They're here right now. They're called 4090s, okay? You can't buy those either for a good fucking price. So why did you expect the 5090 to be cheap? Who expected the 5090 to be cheap? If the 5090 is $1,600 or less, that'd be awesome. And we can be surprised, you know, pleasantly surprised. But who in the fuck, with everything happening now, thinks that that's the most likely thing? Even if there were 0 tariffs, you think the 5090 is angling towards being $1,200? Who thinks that? Who thinks the 5090 is going to be that? I mean, yeah, anything's possible, you know, but it's not the most likely thing, is it? So to blame it on tariffs that hasn't even happened yet, to me sounds like the industry insiders that people like Linus Tech Tips talk to are just trying to get Linus Tech Tips and everybody else ready for higher prices that they want to implement. That's what it feels like to me. It's like, oh, my sources tell me buy now because it's going to be expensive. It's like, well, okay. Why are they telling you that? You think they care about you? Your inside sources care about you? Well, who's your inside source? Your mom? Your brother? Someone close to you? Your best friend? That's your inside source? No. They're fucking people that are sponsors. They're your contact at a company that tells you when to do a sponsored video. And you try to hash out an agreement over the contract and the price that you're going to get paid for that video. That's your industry insiders most of the time. They don't give a fuck about you. They have a job to sell things, to promote things, to make sure their brand looks good, that if prices are too high, you can't blame Nvidia, blame America, blame Trump, blame anybody but Nvidia. Don't blame Nvidia for these high prices, even though high prices was an Nvidia thing for the last 5 fucking years. Even though that's Nvidia on their own has made it that way. But you believe these industry insiders? Come on, man. Like, I don't know. If they have a release date rumor, I believe industry insiders. If they want to tell me why a GPU is expensive, no fucking way I'm going to believe an industry insider. Most of them work for the companies in some capacity that are deciding what the price is at the end of the fucking day. You know what I mean? I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And then, you know, here we are like worried about things like that. It's like, ooh, tariffs are going to be so bad. It means now I can't get that cheap graphics card from someone who works for a bowl of rice a day or whatever. I don't even know how true is any of that stuff. I mean, a lot of people swear by it, but that's what's going on, and maybe it is. But most of the people that are upset about tariffs are also the ones that say that that's what's happening over there in those factories. But now all of a sudden, I really think it's because it's Trump. If it would have been a Democrat saying tariffs, I think a lot of these people would not have a problem with it. And that's my issue. It's like, if you think math is math, and this is just the unbiased report, then then you would treat it from the point of view of economics just purely. There would be no skit about a farmer or whatever. And, you know, I don't know. Canada's economy doesn't seem to be the greatest take on how you should handle things in the world, you know? So I don't see any complaints about that. But, you know, I guess it is what it is. So to me, that is unnecessary drama. When if you think people should upgrade their shit now, then you could have said that. I think without, you could have said it, in my opinion, blah, blah, blah. Look, that's every time there's an upgrade coming, that is the choice. Irregardless of the political sphere that we live in or is winning or losing. The upgrade is always going to be one of those choices that is like, fuck, you know, maybe I could get a cheaper now generation or last generation thing, or I could wait and maybe the new ones will be the same price that the last ones were, maybe, but that is always a gamble because they usually aren't. Okay, like to me, the 4090 was the scam of the century when it comes to graphics cards. Okay, because what they did is they gave it a fake MSRP that made it look like, okay, well, this is it's way more powerful than the 3090 Ti and it's $400 cheaper. But like 5% of the customers buying 4090s got it for the MSRP. It feels like most of the times you go looking for that shit, the cheapest you can get it, and it's probably not the version you would want yourself, but the cheapest you can get is $1,800. It feels like, you know, there were no Black Friday sales on 4090s that I could find. I don't get it. So if you're not talking about 4090s when you're complaining about that shit, you know, with the tariffs, then let's just keep it real. The $2,000 graphics cards. So is anybody claiming that the 5080 is going to be $2,000? Is that real? I mean, that sounds like suicide for Nvidia. Even Nvidia seems like they would not be stupid enough to do that. Now they might like cut down the performance of the 5080, you know, so they can keep it at the same price, but you know, fuck the customer, the consumer. Yeah, I wouldn't put that past them. But a 5080, they're gonna sell that for 2,000. I don't know. So the 2,000 mark to me, that is whether or not the 5090 is going to be 2,000, is what I feel like the debate is. And that would only be, to me, a problem comparatively to this year if you could get 4090s for $1,600. And I've never seen that a thing. Never seen that a thing. And you could blame scalpers or whatever the hell you want to blame. That's fine. But Nvidia had no problem, and neither did the partners that made the 4090s. Had no problem charging 2,000 and above for those things. None. I mean, Amazon, for fuck's sake, shipped from and sold from Amazon, all 4090s were over 2,000. Why? It's not a scalper marking it up. That was Amazon. That's crazy. The only place I could find like cheaper prices was like Best Buy, sometimes Newegg. I don't know about Walmart. Walmart is a weird place to find tech stuff, at least with their search. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. So it's like, we should be talking about the 4080 versus the 5080, right? So what are we thinking with the 5080? $2,000? Dude. And then that's the other thing. If it is, what's to stop people from buying secondhand stuff? Is now are now secondhand 4080s going to be $2,000 just because the 5080s? I don't know, maybe. But that would be scalper pricing, I guess. I think it's the demand that's causing all the problems. Like people like me accepted the high prices of these GPUs, you know, starting with was it the 2080 or was it the 3090? That was the one that we all accepted like dumbasses. I didn't accept the 2000 series, so that one wasn't me. But the 30 series stuff, I was dumb enough to accept the 3090 Ti and the 3080 Ti at exorbitantly ridiculous prices. I did. I was part of the problem. I didn't buy it from a scalper. The crazy prices straight from like Best Buy. I was part of the crew that accepted that. And technically the 4090 is a better deal. This is how crazy the 30 series was. The 4090 is a better deal than the 3090 Ti was. Better than the 3090 probably. Well, again, that's if you can get it under the $2,000 mark, that is. That was dumb. I wish I could go back and be like, no! And then just bought one used or like one of those clearance sales. I wish I could go back and make a better decision, but I cannot. I have to own it. Okay, so that's enough rambling for me, I guess. I'm going to get off of here for now. I might try to play some Braid today. I don't know if I will or I won't. See, I released the videos that I wanted to release today. Okay, that's good. This one is live. Okay, so I got a stream going out. Well, anyway, today is Tall Tale Tuesdays on DudeTube. Jonesy Dude YouTube. So check those out. Yesterday was Monster Mondays. We played Soma. Today is Tales from the Borderlands. Not the new Tales from the Borderlands. I refuse to even think of playing that shit. Tomorrow will be Wackness Day. So Wacky Wednesday. That will be Saints Row. Then Thursdays, Throwback Thursdays. I think I have another cringy retro gameplay. Call it a slow run, not a speed run. Or no, better yet, call it a no run. Then Friday will be Dark Friday, so we'll do some Dark Souls. Saturday morning gaming. I try to do kind of silly, goofy stuff. At first I was doing Doom, but I think Doom is going to have its own day. Got to figure out what day to put Doom. So Saturday morning right now is Zero Deaths, that PewDiePie style game. That's kind of, you know, it's just goofy and silly and funny, and it has cool music and nice colors or whatever. Oh, also, one more drama before I get out of here. PewDiePie calls Joe Rogan dumb. Now, isn't that fucking ironic? You know, the guy who screams at video games. I mean, he's good at what he does. I wish I could do that as well as he does. I wish I was 10% as entertaining. But, and I'm a big PewDiePie fan. Don't get me wrong. I fucking, you can see my videos. I talk them up like crazy. But I'm not so much a fanboy ever of anybody that I can't like call something I disagree with, I disagree, right? And him saying that Joe Rogan is dumb and podcasts have gone too far, and his example of podcasting going too far is Joe Rogan, and you know, probably others as well, but like that's one of his main examples. To me seems like, dude, have you looked in the mirror? Have you legit watched your Happy Wheels playthroughs? Are you fucking you are sounding like the stupid one. You have no like self-awareness that you can't understand and be thankful and happy that you were able to make a living by acting stupid. What the fuck, man? I mean, dude, I wish I could get paid to act stupid because it comes so natural for me. It would be awesome. And he gets paid to act stupid. He makes money off of it. Don't get me wrong, he does some cool vids where he, you know, reviews a book or he tries to talk about philosophy and things of that nature or whatever. And that's fine. That's all cool. But dude, you didn't fucking become PewDiePie and become rich and chill and be able to fucking just move to Japan and fucking live in a flat over there and fucking just, you know, every day just fucking walk to the park. You didn't get that from reviewing books. Who the fuck are you kidding? Now let's take the entire work of PewDiePie, his entire scope of work, and he's made us all laugh and given us entertainment for years, and that's great. I would never disparage that. But now let's compare it to Joe Rogan trying to have a podcast where he puts serious people on that talk serious, sometimes intellectual. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of goofy shit they talk about and whatever, but that, I mean, come on, we're comparing it to PewDiePie. We're not comparing it to Jordan Peterson, for fuck's sake. Like, what the heck? This is compare PewDiePie to Joe Rogan's podcast, and I guarantee you the amount of intellectualism, if you even believe in that kind of thing, is much higher on the Joe Rogan podcast than it is on the Ken and PewDiePie podcast. I mean, what the fuck? Who are you kidding? That you're, you know, I just don't understand that fucking mentality, you know. And again, I'm a PewDiePie fan, and you know, unless he does something super despicable, I'd probably still watch his shit from time to time. But like, that's an L, homie. That's an L, you know. That's a super L. You can't do that and then not have like self-reflection in the conversation. It would be like me trying to say, look how out of shape Conor McGregor is, right? Ha ha ha, what a loser, right? It's like, dude, I'm not even 10% the shape that dude's in. What the fuck am I talking about? So if I can't say that while I'm criticizing someone, then it just blows apart my entire argument by pretending to be some expert of what is in shape. You know what I mean? Like fuck. So calling somebody stupid, you either better be fucking smart as fuck and your entire life is dedicated to propagating intelligence. Like everything you do is to make the world a more intelligent place. Like that better be everything that you do all the time. Or just be honest and be like, yo, you know, hey, I get it. You know, I made my living off being stupid, you know, and I think that's what he's doing too. Okay, cool. But I guess, you know, I guess some people can't look in the mirror. Okay, cool. So I think I got to everything I wanted to rant about today. I do have a channel for this called Rambling Jones that I wanted to use for this, but I don't know. It just seems like it's still Jonesy, dude. That's still me. Like if I put it on another channel, it's kind of like pretending it's not me. Like I could just hide it over here on this other channel. When I get mad and I want to bitch and moan and cry about things, if I just throw it on this other channel, it's kind of like, oh, look at you. You just hide it over there. No, here it is. That's me. I said it. All right, people. Thanks for lurking or hanging out or watching or checking it later. I will attempt to come back. Maybe. Actually, I can't commit to that. I don't know. I might just veg out. I'm not sure. But anyway, that will be it for now. And we we'll try it on the next one. Maybe I can have a ranting series where Jonesy Dude rants and raves. Oh no, wait, I should have them kind of separate, right? Like one is for ranting, right? And then I could have another one, Jonesy Dude raves, you know, things that I love. So I could just talk for like 3 hours about why Saints Row the Third is the greatest game ever and not make sense while I'm doing it. But I could still do that. I don't know. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Shower, everyone.